Cusper, welcome back to Deep Heights. I'm Deborah. Thank you for joining me. I wanted to do, a check-in with you and see how you are. I hope you're well. Do an energy check-in. We'll start with the fairies. See what's going on, what Spirit wants to talk about today. I hope that your Monday is going well. If you're watching this today, it's Monday. Ooh, okay, we have Iris of the Rainbow. You're going well. Feeling good, looking good, feeling good. Content. Very natural. Very watery, but this is there's Sagittarian energy here as well with this little bow and arrow. This fire underlying it. Something that you want, this bright mother, but you may not be taking action. You're allowing it to come to you, allowing something to come to you. Unity here below the bright mother. You're feeling really good about yourself, and that's good. That's positive. Feeling good in your body. We always want to feel good in our body. Okay, I'm going to tell you. All right, so Iris of the Rainbows is 32, and then 16, 21. All right, and that's the World card, closing out a cycle. I had actually started to do a reading right before this one, and it, kind of played back into the reading I had just done about someone dealing with a narcissist, and I didn't want to rehash that. If that's what you're experiencing, and read that or look at that reading the narcissist for August, because I don't want to get back into that energy, and neither should you. And I hopefully, if you are in that and you're coming out of that, you're feeling good, wrapping up cycles that, and with people and cycles within yourself that just aren't serving you, that are draining you, and coming back into your full power where you are feeling very strong, man or woman, masculine or feminine energy, to where you are abundant within yourself. And I see that, or that's where you're going. Being who you are unapologetically. She's there naked and just bare, natural. Both of them are, in nature, surrounded by beauty. Harvest, this. Okay, the Five of Wands. That came out in the last reading. All right, we have the Five of Pentacles. It's coming out reversed. Okay, we have the Strength card. Eight of Wands. All right. Difficulty coming out of lack mentality. Okay. I feel like you are in a better situation and maybe having a difficult time adjusting to having what you need, or realizing that you don't need material things to feel good about yourself. Like I was saying, like they're naked, not, whatever. They don't need anything. They're just out there in nature. She has her wand. She's just there, and everything is around her. It comes to her. The light, the rainbow is coming, right into her hand because she's sitting there receiving it. All right. There might be some difficulty in that and allowing that and feeling like that is what you should do. All right. Allow yourself to just kind of be at peace. We are in Leo season, and egos can be large in Leo season. And it's healthy to feel good about yourself. Maybe you're struggling with that. Okay. Tell me what else is going on for my cusper, because something's going on with you. Something's going on with your confidence. Temperance and the Three of Wands. There by that water, just sitting. The ocean is very healing. Times in my life when I've been under great distress and pain, and I would go to the ocean by myself, me and my dog. And I was living in California at the time, and Northern California, and I would go out there and just sit by myself and just look at the sea and take everything in. Like my problems or my situation or my hurts and my pains seemed kind of not insignificant but less when I was looking at something so much larger than myself. That the beauty of nature was very healing for me. The rhythm, of the ocean was very healing for me. And the Three of Wands here is about independence. We have the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands behind that, and the Hermit. Fortune, you know, finding your healing, okay? And here, and finding it within yourself, and that's a huge theme for me, and I'm never going to stop talking about it because that healing and that wholeness is ultimately found within, and realizing that, with this triangle here, like that's you, and this circle here, that's your will, that's your Mars, that's your passion, that's your fire, that's your heartbeat here. Temperance, the art card is Jupiter of Sagittarius. I was talking about that Sagittarian energy here with this little guy with the bow and arrow. You know, the luck, the fire, the passion, the drive for higher truths, spiritual truths, this knowledge, travel, learning. Okay, if you can go to the ocean or a lake or a waterfall or river somewhere, get into that water, that healing, that flow, and you can learn from it. I think of like Bruce Lee, where he's talking about, be like water, my friend, flow, allowing it to flow. Because here with the Strength card, the Five of Pentacles reversed, and the Five of Wands, it's like it wants to flow, but it's not being allowed to flow. And she's looking at this, she's observing it. This lady here, she's like, too much mind. We're, trying to control situations, trying to control the outcomes, and we can't always control the outcome of whatever situation that we're in. But when we can work with it in harmony and balance, okay. The Three of Wands here. It's kind of almost looks like a dream catcher to me. Catching your dreams here. What are you dreaming about? What is it that you want? And allowing it, and I don't advocate for like the think positive and what is that, like you just send it out to the universe, you don't have to do anything and it comes to you. Like, no, that's not, but allowing it to come to you because it's already there. It's already there. The rainbow is already there for her. For you, you put your hand out and you catch it. It's there. It comes from your hand. You're catching the light by being still. What is that from Walt Whitman? Do I contradict myself? Very well then, I contradict myself. I am large, I contain multitudes. Like you here at the ocean, you are large, you contain multitudes, and you're balancing very different things. You're running to stand still. You're allowing yourself to come out of this lack that I'm talking about. Uh, Like, it's us that we stand in the dark and we cover our eyes and cry out that we're in the dark, removing your hands from your eyes. So we have the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, the Hermit, and Fortune. Really standing strongly in your element, okay, Cusper, with this water of air, this Queen of Swords here, and knowing which emotions to allow in. The Five of Wands, things get heated. We get heated in our emotions, argumentative. If you're having arguments with someone, arguments with yourself, having that self, defeative types of behavior. Strong Leo energy here of aggression, kind of being less aggressive. Because the Queen of Swords is not aggressive, but she will cut you. Okay, she will, You do not come to her in any kind of way that's incorrect. In any other way that's truth. She has been hurt before. She's been hurt. Sorry, my house is, anyway. She's been hurt. And this is here, you, with the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups, knowing where you come from, knowing where it comes from, and it's coming from a place of wisdom and truth. And you're looking for the change. Like here, the Hermit card, she's looking for the wheel. She's looking for fortune from the 9 to the 10. For that finish, for that wheel to move. And I think it's Emily Dickinson. I'm out with lanterns looking for myself. On the wheel of time. The wheel's trying to move for you, I feel like. But it's like you want to search for it, but also not search for it, you know, and allow it to be. You must allow it to be. Okay, let me see. Let me see what's going on here, what you're not allowing to be. I'm gonna use this deck, sorry. Yeah, because I feel like you're kind of maybe standing in your own way right now, and I know that it sounds like contradictory. I hope what I'm saying is making sense. But I see you really needing to be still. You know, being like I was saying, like out with lanterns, looking for yourself, looking for the fortune, for the wheel, for the, you know, because in the wheel card, it's the cardinal signs and the mutable signs that are there, but and then the fixed signs are in the corners, you know, so it's like you have the beginnings and ends, you know, you have the black and the white, the up and the down, so kind of like nothing is fixed and staying. The Hermit card is mutable earth, you know, so real changes happening for you in the real world and practical things, material changes. You know, with the Five of Wands, I feel like you're blocking it. You're blocking it somehow. You're blocking your fortune. Um, and needing to really regain your harmony and your balance. You know, a light doesn't always reveal everything. Okay? Wow. All right, a lot of cards want to come out. Okay. So what's the blockage here, please, for my cusper? What's the blockage here? The Eight of Wands, okay? And we have the Nine of Cups. The Five of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. All right. She has a lot of little lightning bugs tied to her. My brother told me something many years ago. My younger brother, thank you, told me, he was like, Deborah, you are and it was repeating some kind of proverb, like a Chinese proverb, and he was like, it's like you're out there digging 100 1-foot holes looking for water instead of staying in one place and digging one 100-foot hole to find the water, like digging wells, you know, that I was looking too hard, looking too much and everywhere, because that's how I was. I'm like, I have to find my happiness, or what's my life purpose, or who I am. I don't know who I am, or, you know, it's like you just need to sit still and stay in one place, you know, and it helped me. I mean, it helped me at the time, and it helped me to see things from a different perspective here, you know. And with the Nine of Cups, it's like you want to get to this place of like luxury, you know, She's here in this little tub with her little gingerbread man friend, and it's sweet. You know, this having everything that you need by yourself, treating yourself well, but you're digging too many holes. You're sending it out in too many different directions. And the Five of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, you see, it's like you're sending out too much. Maybe you're really drained. You're just drained because you're doing too much, or you're overexerting yourself. Because even in this Six of Pentacles, you see all those little rats, you know, that are like tied to her. Like all of these things are tied to you somehow. Even here, you know, like there's stuff, I don't know how to, or even what that could be. Like you're holding on to too many things. You're looking too hard. That song from Fink, you know, you're looking too closely. Looking too closely. Talking about that Sagittarian energy, the Eight of Wands is Mercury in Sagittarius, you know, uh, learning too quickly can be like in this book actually from Wilhelm Reich. There's an essay called the Emotional Plague, and it's beautiful. Reich is one of my heroes, and he talks about truth, and he says that truth. He's like, you can't just give truth to people because their body can't handle it. Like you can't do too much healing at once or learn too much at one time because you can't handle it. I think about like in that last Indiana Jones, the Crystal Skulls, and that character. Anyway, so she like looks into the skull, and they're like, yeah, and then she can't handle it. She just disintegrates. You know, there's always the unknown as well. Like there's only so much you can know about yourself at any one time. It's a process, and I'm feeling that wow, there's like there's contradictory energy here, okay? Because it's trying to come in for you, but you're blocking it, but you're also have too many things pulling you as well. Too many old things. Too many old things, excuse me. I was saying like in the beginning, you know, the only thing I can do is tell you from my own experiences, okay? I'm not trying to talk about myself, but that's what helped me to kind of let it go. It seems like insignificant, and I was dealing with real hurts, you know, like real ones. My partner had died 3 years, you know, real pain, hurt, loss, despair, devastation, you know, uh, it was healing for me, and it can be for you, but it takes time. It takes time. You know, and like that's what my brother had told me. You know, you're digging too many, you're trying too hard, you know, to have your healing because it wants to come to you, and it indeed is there. But it isn't overnight. Healing is a lifelong, uh, continuous process because as we move on and move forward, we inevitably get hurt again in different ways. Also, I'm kind of seeing like with this Nine of Cups and Eight of Wands, um, don't overdo it with escapist behaviors, okay? Especially with the Nine of Wands. I mean, the Nine of Cups here. be indicative of drinking or trying to kill the pain in different ways, you know, and only wanting to see don't build a false reality for yourself either. Okay. Okay. Grace. Card 22. Openness. Sharing spirit with others. Just want to show you the back of the card as compared. You know. Grace. This image. All right. Maturity. Sensitivity. A quality of behavior best suited in handling mundane and trivial situations. The emotional spirit conditions how receptive others will be to mutation. Okay. There are a lot of situations that call for grace. All right. This is obviously one of them. This Five of Wands. I'm really drawn to this Five of Wands here and this Five of Pentacles reversed. Because the strength, she's very graceful. Look at her. How beautiful that she is. Lithe, lean, unbothered by anything. Because she knows who she is. Calming those parts of herself that are this Five of Wands energy. Five of Pentacles reversed. I feel like I'm not hitting on exactly what this card is trying to say. Whatever that was lost in the past, like, I feel like you might not need to rebuild it, you know, and you might be struggling to want to rebuild it. 22, 22. To want to rebuild that, fighting with yourself to kind of rebuild it. Because now, like, I'm looking at her like, to turn away from it, to look at something else bigger than yourself, or just whatever it is that you are feeling that's so immediate and pressing that has you in a state like this. Because and also these could be things that are like feeding on your energy, you know, ways of thinking, ideas or experiences that are still pulling you apart, you know. Like, if you're a house, you know, like you have rats in the walls, you know, chewing up your wires, you know, because her little, you know, these are lightning bugs. Lightning bugs flash, you know, but interestingly about lightning bugs is that they light up to attract a mate, and they light up at the right moment. Like they have to flash at the right moment to attract the mate, you know. So you might be flashing at all the wrong moments, and not that you're attracting a mate, because I don't think that's like what it is, but it's like you're flashing at the wrong moments somehow, because you don't know when, because you're in such a state, you know, moving into grace. And what that means. What does it mean to be graceful? Moving with the flow, moving with energy, being like water, flowing, not chasing, not running away either, just being, just allowing, kind of, definitely just allowing with this Three of Wands. Protecting yourself as well, you know. Got this bow and arrow here. I think that there's something that you really want. You really want it, you know. There's fire on the tip of this arrow here. Your passion, whatever your dream is. I feel like there's something I'm missing. Sorry. Keep this one shorter. Okay. What am I missing here? What is my cusper missing? There's like a missing piece somewhere. You feel like there's a missing piece, which makes me think of a book. A good friend of mine is my high school teacher. She was my 11th grade English teacher, and she's one of my best friends today. And she gave me a book when I graduated from high school from Shel Silverstein called The Missing Piece, an absolutely beautiful book, and I still have it. Read that. Read that story. Read that story, please. It's beautiful. It could help you. Talking about feeling like you're missing a piece. Okay. How can we help my cusper, please? How can you help my cusper? The owl. And the eagle. Okay. Wisdom. Grace. Think of an animal that has grace. Is the owl. It moves silently. This is a night bird. This is a barn owl. They're very loyal. Barn owls mate for life. Being faithful to yourself. Before you can be faithful to another, you must be faithful to yourself. But I feel like you need to just sit and observe like an owl does. As the darkness kind of falls. But also, you need to see. And this eagle is going in. This eagle knows exactly what he wants. So isn't that contradictory? How do we do that? How do we sit and observe? How do we be still and know, and also actively go and get what it is we want? How do we reconcile the two? How do we be like water and flow? How do you do that? This is a really interesting message. Do we do it in grace? I think of the song Amazing Grace, and I thought about this a long time ago when I was going through like my little transformative spiritual awakening thing, and because I love words, I love etymology, I'm fascinated by words. And I was thinking, okay, so it's amazing grace, like a maze, because you have to move through life, you have to move through the labyrinth of life. If we are prisoners here on this planet, or prisoners of our psyche, if our psyches are shattered and our souls are shattered and fragmented, okay, we're always looking for that missing piece, but there's always something we don't know. There's always the unknowable. And how do you sit with that? How do you just sit with that? What can you know about the ocean from the shore? You're a land animal. We're land people, right? We don't live in the water. I mean, we dive in it, we can swim in it, we can explore it, but no one has ever explored all of the parts of the sea, like the abyss of the psyche, or the soul, or the universe, or who and what it is. Reconciling this. Ooh, this is deep. Wow. Okay. Be still and know. Let's get an oracle card. The carrot is on the bottom. Carrots are awesome. They're like my favorite thing in the world. They're a root vegetable. They grow, in the ground and in the root. This is clarity. Clarity. Being able to see in the day and being able to see in the night. Sometimes these readings, like, I'm not even able to grasp, I feel like. Then I'll watch them back. I'm like, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense, but like when I'm doing them, I feel lost. Okay. But I'm okay with that. You should be too. Are we all lost? I don't know. It's good to ask questions. Anybody who says that they've got the answers, I'm going in the other direction. All right, come on. Come on now. Cards have been slow to speak today, huh? Clarity. Desire on the bottom of the deck. I think these cards are so funny because it's like lettuce. Oh, that's funny. What is it that you want, Cusper, out of life? For yourself, what are you looking for? What are you digging for in those, in the ground? You know, the Five of Pentacles reversed is like, maybe you're going to find something. With the Five of Wands, everything that's been so difficult for you to find, all those holes that you've been digging around in the world, you know, with your wand, fighting against your destiny, fighting against reality, fighting against yourself, imagination. I think that she knows what she wants. Everything is telling you, you already have it. You already are it. You know? Lettuce, I think, is a winter vegetable. And this is also like the little Ouija board thing. You know, like we're looking for answers in all kinds of places, and I'm all for that, you know, for exploration. Whatever you're doing. 31. 13. Change, transformation. You desire clarity. You desire answers. You want to know why. Digging that hole. Digging all those holes, not finding it anywhere. Accepting that you're not going to find all the answers. Grace. This is openness. Maybe openness to truth. You know, openness to that you're not always going to understand everything or know why. Truth on the bottom of the deck. That eagle. Eagle's strong medicine for you right now. 2 of them here. Clarity. Needing to see things really clearly. Accepting truth with grace. All right, let's close. Oof. Okay. So we have honoring your energy and we have sexual energy here. You know, but you know, sexual energy we have on the bottom. We have emotional release, okay? The sexual energy doesn't have to be just sex, right? It's the life force, the life force creation energies coming together. And that's what the Temperance card, that's what the art card is about, all right? And here it's really doing that. It's bringing that fire and water together to make something new, all right? And really wanting to do that to help you release, you know, bringing that fire within you, okay? Whatever that burning, fiery desires are within you, bring that to the ocean. Having that emotional release to where it's creating something new within you. Sorry. To where it's creating something new. And that's what alchemy is about. That's what art is about. Healing, self-love, loving yourself,